Namaskar, an Indian greeting for hello and swagatam, welcome. My name is Kajal Vora and the intention of today's video is to guide you on how to store and organize after grocery shopping so that it lasts longer, helps you reduce waste in your household and most importantly, inspire you to eat healthier. So let's begin.
Herbs. I highly recommend using a lot of fresh leafy herbs like parsley, cilantro, dill, and many others in your foods, especially in all your savory meals for that additional vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. Most herbs should be kept in the fridge. They should be stored like flowers in a glass of water and placed in the fridge. They will last longer and stay fresh. You will notice a big difference if you store it this way. Greens. Be sure to include a lot of greens in your daily diet. Leafy greens such as kale, rainbow chard, collard greens, and so many others out there are great because they are nutrient dense but are unfortunately consumed in minuscule amounts in today's world. And if weight loss is your goal, remember this phrase: the more greener you eat, the leaner you get. If you're planning to use up your greens rather quickly, then store them as you would store flowers. Or you can wash the greens and wrap it up in a towel and store it in the fridge. If you shop loose leafy greens, you can store loose greens in airtight glass containers without any water, but do try to use it up as quickly as possible. Of course, the most ideal way is to chop your veggies at the time of eating, but to encourage healthy eating, you could pre-chop and store in the fridge. Carrots and celery are wonderful veggies to snack on, especially with a dip. They are a treat. Carrots and celery stay fresh and crisp if you cut them and store it in a jar with water. It's a great way to prep this snack item so that when you're hungry, you can just grab the jar out, find a dip, and enjoy a nice yummy snack or serve as a side item for your meal. Asparagus and green onions too would last longer in a glass jar filled with water. For asparagus, trim the ends and place the whole bunch in a few inches of water. Green onions won't need any trimming, just place the bunch in a jar filled with few inches of water. Apples will stay crisp longer in the refrigerator. If you are sensitive to cold things, then you can remove from the fridge few minutes prior to eating. I also often like to have my apples cut and ready to eat in a transparent container. To prevent sliced apples from changing color, add a pinch of salt into 1 cup of water. Always be careful not to add too much salt. Then add in the apple slices. Let the apple slices soak for a few minutes. Then store it in a glass container. You could give the slices a quick rinse in fresh water before you eat if you like. To encourage myself and my family to eat healthy, I always try to have pre-chopped and prepped fruits such as papaya, pineapple, grapes, peeled pomegranate, sliced apple and many others in transparent containers in the fridge, which just makes it inviting.
Onions and potatoes should not be stored in the fridge. They should be stored somewhere dark and cool. But don't store onions and potatoes together. Onions emits gas which makes the potatoes go bad. Citrus will stay fresh in the fridge as it prevents from drying out, though it's ideal to use when enjoyed at room temperature. So I suggest removing it from the fridge a few hours before using. Avocados, delicious, yummy but a finicky fruit. Depending on your avocado's ripeness, you should either store it in the refrigerator or at room temperature. Stick your avocados in the fridge to slow down the ripening process, or leave it on the countertop or in the pantry to allow it to ripen further. Firm, uncut avocados can be safely stored in the refrigerator for up to 2 weeks. They will continue to ripen while in the refrigerator, but at a slower rate. Take out of the refrigerator the avocados that you plan to eat in 1 or 2 days in advance and leave them at room temperature. Store nuts and seeds in the refrigerator if you can, if there's enough space. If you buy it in bulk, then store the extra ones in the freezer. Oh, have some energy balls prepped up so that when you are hungry, they are out there in a transparent container so that it prevents you to reach out of any other options that are not so wholesome and healthy. Link to the recipe video to make these energy balls is available on the right corner of the screen, and I will also put it in the description box. I hope this video was helpful and has inspired you. If you have enjoyed it, it's always great to get a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, do subscribe. Until my next video, from my heart to yours, namaste.